Hmm. 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 Hello, everybody. Once again, it is Ozone here from the Nugget SMP in the Olive Fabric 6 mod pack. Do you like my dress? You're a wizard, Ozone. Well, not yet. But this episode, I hope that changes. I sure look the part, though, don't you think? These wizard robes are actually quite amazing in terms of garb and how they look. This one's all glowy and enchanted because, well, I enchanted it up. This is the set that I intend to be using. But they're a little weak in the armor department. As I guess all wizards should be, huh? But these robes are pretty darn cool, and they don't just come in this color, although I liked red the most. They also come in purple and blue. But it's not just a stylistic choice. No, they each have like slightly different focus and functionality. But we'll get to all that a little bit later on. The server's been very active, and it's really hard to get much done when we're just exploring all the time. We've had so many cool adventures, and there are so many cool things on the server to discover. So let's show a few clips of those explorations. This first clip happened while we were down mining/exploring, deep in the Deep Slate area. Swarmy happened to be in some caves, and a boss health bar showed up at the top. So we all congregated there to go figure out what this thing was. Well, let's do some cheaty. It's below. Head down about 5 or 6 blocks. It's boss time. It's a plant.
Holy cow, it's a big
Oh my
plant.
god,
It's a big
huge.
plant.
Alright,
That's a
let's just
big
start.
old plant.
Put a bed down. No, I'm just
Wonder what kind of stuff it does to us.
Ow.
Oh man, oh.
Ah!
No problem. We'll
Oh,
kill
I like
it.
It's
this.
almost dead.
It's almost dead.
Extreme weed.
Oh, but you're the only one that got it, apparently.
Yeah.
But I got
Oh,
some crystal fruit and void thorns.
oh,
that was in the
what
middle.
Do
I
they
think
look
that was
like?
all it dropped.
What do they look like?
Anything else.
There's one of each, or there's 2 of each. So,
Yeah.
Bosses of Mass Destruction is what the mod this is from. But that just died so quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a bit.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
We're just
It's-
used to Vault Hunters
it's a
with
good-
like all the stuff.
Right. It'll make a good short. A very good short.
Yeah.
Not only did we have explorations in the overworld, we also went to the Twilight Forest area. Yeah, it's like a whole other dimension. And we had some really cool things that we found over there. We also found this garden that's a bit of a hedge maze, but there's a guardian boss inside, a Naga, and they are pretty wicked. Whoa, look at that, there it is. Each time you beat the Naga a little bit, it loses some of its length, which was a pretty neat mechanic. And at the end of the fight, you got a special Naga Head trophy, which was later used to unlock a different area. In the middle of a shadow-shrouded dark forest, we found an underground structure full of goblin knights and loot chests, some of which were trapped.
I found you water. Oh, there's chests I didn't loot. Yay.
Wow, that goblin's got a lot of
I didn't
hit points.
Where's Break and Swarmy's over there? Oh, geez, sorry, Ozone.
That's all right.
I'm so
I didn't need
sorry.
that.
I thought it was the thing coming up to me, and I turned and just whacked.
Nah, you didn't get me. It's fine.
Ooh.
Oh, this is all
Okay.
nether. This is obsidian in here.
Obsidian.
Hey, there's the trophy.
Harmonite.
Uncommon phantom helmets. Rare night metal. Next up, we found some kind of multi-tower structure that was full of puzzles. It was a puzzle even how to get in. Ooh. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, well, here's another one of these doors, but yeah, there's no pedestal, is
Mossy.
there?
Into this one.
There's like a particle
Oh, that was light. Why did I do that? You did it too.
outline back here.
Okay, there's nothing
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
It seems like it's pointing, maybe?
And then
Where's
once you
it?
get up here, it's your favorite thing in the world.
Parkour.
The cat?
Amazing.
I'm
Mm.
about to put my hand on her head and she went like this.
Aww.
The umbrella makes this a lot easier. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, so there's a little red or green indicator on the block next to that. Okay, something's happening. I
Made
made
it up.
there's these walls that are put up here. So I think we want to flip all the switches to green.
I
They're
had
timed though. They don't stay green.
Guys, guess what there is up here? Another maze.
Woo!
I just used my flamingo to fly up.
Yeah, Tom. I was just about to do that.
Big cheated.
Yep,
Oh, no,
the
no,
flamingos
no.
let you float up for a little bit, and it made bypassing that entire parkour super easy. so In fact, we just kind of brute forced most of the puzzles in this thing.
They weren't counting on us to have flamingos on our side.
Oh, a brewing stand? Do you have to make like a potion?
The tower went up really, really far, but in the end, we
the
really didn't
towers,
find a
maybe?
boss
I
fight
don't
or
know.
anything epic
That's
inside
not
of them. Okay, he's mad at me. Return to sender. Oh, come on. It doesn't count.
Potted fiddlehead. Okay.
What'd you call me?
A mayapple.
Whoa, there's a Blaze boss up here. He's got shields.
Yay.
Blaze
Okay.
Guardian.
Oh, that's what's in the end. I mean, in the nether.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not a boss.
Forget that these don't. But they're, you know.
Yeah, they look pretty epic. Whoa!
Oh, God.
Don't do that.
Oh, that was good.
Lastly, it was time to go to the end, and so the server all got together and fought the Ender Dragon with a bit of a handicap, and boy, was it a crazy encounter. This dragon fight? No, this is not your typical dragon fight. We did not know what we were getting into, and it shows. But in spite of it being so chaotic, it was a big challenge, and in the end, we all felt pretty good for doing it. I hear a lot
Swami,
of
what are we
spiders.
bringing into the end?
All right, Magpie's got armor and weapons, and then everybody talk.
Yeah,
to
I'm
Brave
getting
for
it ready
Bricks.
here. Fine.
Wooden armor? Wait, really?
Yep.
There's
wooden
water
armor.
buckets for. Oh man, I need more chest
Do you
room.
want us to die or something?
Yes,
Maybe
they do.
No.
Yeah,
Content.
their plan. Exactly.
The theme is bricks and sticks, or sticks and bricks, whichever you want to call it.
Pebbles
So
and
everybody have a stick.
stone.
Everybody have some bricks, and that's how we're gonna kill the dragon while wearing wooden armor.
So you're just gonna hit the dragon with bricks? Yes, bricks and sticks and pebbles.
Oh,
This dragon will be
And I don't
great.
even
the stuff
know.
we can get.
And we've got wooden armor. I don't even know if the dragon is the same or if it's different in this mod pack. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna
Really
like
bad.
wait for everybody to go in and get spread out a little bit because I could just see somebody getting pushed off.
Yeah,
This
I've been
platform.
in that situation before.
Right?
Okay.
No, you're fine.
should be
I-
Well, we
Alright.
don't have a lot of time.
All right,
So
let's go.
Let's go.
go. One or two
10
people
minutes.
first.
1, 2, 3.
Who's going next?
Speedrun.
I'm crouching.
Okay,
so-
I'll go.
Oh,
I'm in.
I'm
Oh,
falling.
no, I'm not.
okay.
I'm not in.
Oh, of course.
I'm
we're
crouching.
like-
Who got
Oh,
pushed
no.
off? Did somebody get pushed off?
did.
A lot of us got pushed.
Whoa.
No.
Pink and Ellie.
Gosh. Ellie.
Welcome back.
I'll put some water.
There's a
down.
bridge now.
I brought some more cobwebs in this chest. And I'm waiting for
It should be all good to come through now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's working.
Well, we can't throw very far
Wait, why
with
do we
these
have
pebbles.
phantoms?
The pebbles don't go very far.
Why are they?
We might need to
I'm gonna
rethink
say-
this.
Somebody got one. Okay.
Oh, there's phantoms. No.
Whose idea was this? This is terrible.
Oh my god, there's phantoms. What the heck?
probably
Does anybody have a bow to at least take out the things?
Yeah.
This is
What do you need?
Hey, I got one. I think.
No,
Yeah, I
the
got
end.
one.
Okay.
At
Oh,
least now
wow.
I know
They're
you
all
have
over
to
me.
find
That'd
your
be good.
microphone.
That'd be good.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
stand back.
die.
I'll put water down. Stand back.
Those phantoms are terrible.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we might have to rethink
And tuck in
this.
the water.
Are we sticking to the plan?
I say stick to it for
Never
now.
give up.
I think we got one more tower to blow up, I think.
Oh wait, I can throw. Ooh.
I don't have.
Throw.
Oh, I
Dinnerbone it.
That was savage though.
We must have had it at the same
I
time.
think that was a successful campaign. Well done, guys.
I don't think
Yeah.
we can dinnerbone
Well
it.
done, guys.
Oh, it's
This
taking
is
damage.
Leroy
Let's break it down.
Jenkins everything.
I've
Hi,
used the-
Celeste. Mess with the Ender Dragon. kill one. Yes, the Ender Dragon is winning at the moment.
It's actually taken quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, I've used
Ender Dragon
a stack of bricks already.
I know my pebbles and things. I was getting low.
Also, break. You should have.
I'm going
It's
to
definitely
find
doing
him.
more damage.
I love how they have the
Pickles.
Ender Dragon's name like written out. That's cool.
Yeah, I was trying
Alright,
to,
where's
to
my-
name
here
tag
it
it, and
is.
it
Oh, yeah,
did not
definitely the
work.
bricks.
Blaze and then
There's a bullet.
What?
There's blazes. We don't need a blaze.
Why is
we
there
don't need
another
a blaze
crystal
farm
there?
anymore.
There's
We
another.
don't need a blaze
There's
farm.
Yeah,
so
there's
many
another crystal.
No, I didn't look at you.
Oh,
Oh, baby gates.
Oh, dragon's down, go in for the kill.
Little
Oh,
bonus.
coming.
We can't.
punch it.
No, we can.
All right.
I'm on
Oh
fire.
no.
She's getting
The
down to
blaze is
close to
not
half.
Fire.
What?
I'm on fire.
This roof is on.
Guys,
Oh, I just got yeeted.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know where I was going with that, but it was.
1, 2, 3.
There's another
Here, let
crystal,
me-
guys.
Oy.
The
Okay.
crystals are respawning. Oh no.
Oh.
So you only get so much time, and then it's like, shoot,
There's another one.
you gotta go again.
Wherever the blazes are, there's a crystal.
She's almost halfway.
What
Almost
in the
halfway.
blazes? Oh, phantoms
I'm gonna
are
die.
I'm out of pebbles. I'm out of pebbles.
I'm out of
Phantoms.
time.
Okay, there's so many blaze.
She's healing
So-
up. She's healing up.
The dragon's healing. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
there's another crystal. There's another crystal that is back.
Oh my gosh.
You got it.
This is going well.
Super well.
It is. We
Very,
might.
very well.
Oh,
There's another crystal.
Okay, we're fighting a losing battle
What
here, I
is going
think.
on here?
Yeah,
I think we might need to change back. Let's change strategies.
We got so far.
If you die, grab your stuff. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't know, but I feel like we're not getting very far.
I agree.
The blazes are.
It is a bit more chaotic than we anticipated.
Yeah, we didn't anticipate Blaze
Everywhere.
and Phantoms
Or
and
Phantoms or
her
lightning.
bringing back the crystals. So if you die, grab your stuff.
Oh yeah.
This is
Fire.
Oh my
chaos.
gosh.
This
Yeah.
is
I killed
fantastic
somebody.
fun.
If I might die on purpose just to get my stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
There we go. There we go.
Nothing helped at this stage.
Oh
Okay,
no!
she's down.
Yeah.
She's down.
We got. Oh, I didn't do that on purpose, but okay.
Eat the pebbles.
I don't know. I think this is still possible, eh?
Yeah, we
I
don't
think
need
it
our
is.
stuff. Just use
Do you
pebbles.
think?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's possible.
It's difficult,
possible,
but I think we
it's-
can
it's
manage it.
possible.
We're figuring it
How
out.
about people with
Oh, here
armor
we
take
go.
out the blazes?
Yeah,
That would
I
be
like
a
that.
big
Yeah,
help.
that's an idea.
We need a wall built around where the water is to stop
Oh,
the
that's a
blazes
good
from taking
idea.
us out.
That's a good idea.
'Cause the blazes are taking us
Oh,
out.
shoot.
From that.
Oh, sorry, mate. Bye.
Oh, there's a crystal back. There's a crystal back.
I destroyed one.
On my way.
I'm building a wall to protect us from the blazes.
Move.
Thanks, Break.
Was blown up by a phantom.
Another one.
Nice.
You're thrown up by a
Oh,
phantom.
shot. Here she is.
I'm almost.
Oh god, I'm right under her. No.
Oh no.
Okay, we're recovering a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think we
Got
can.
a sword.
I think we can do this with the pebbles, guys.
I think
What?
so too.
Now that we got walls up.
Yeah, start it. Yeah. Let's stick with the
No, pink blew up. Oh
Say
god.
we've done it.
I'm going up a lot.
This is
Okay, so
chaotic.
here's
Wait,
an Enderman. Ooh, that was close. Here's an Enderman shelter. And Phantom shelter.
Is there any more crystals, guys?
We're almost there.
Yeah,
The walls
Two-thirds.
are helping big time.
It feels like we only have half the people.
yeah, I don't.
It's just everybody's dying and respawning.
Or trying to take the towers out.
I don't know where I
We're
am.
gonna do it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can anyone reach that one?
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I'll try and go get it. Oh no.
Man, trying to
I
go
got it.
back to this area.
Wait, Ragnar-
oh, somebody got
Where
it.
the
It's-
heck is
I got
my...
it. Yeah.
Are you using arrows now?
No, I got a slingshot for my pebbles.
Oh, cool.
There's
Well,
another crystal back.
there's another one back on the backside.
Oh, a slingshot. That's an awesome idea.
If you look for me,
She's circling. She's gonna land.
All right.
She's also
It wasn't showing up like that I could see on my screen, so.
Oh wow.
Oh,
How did that miss me?
oh boy,
that lightning is terrible.
I know,
No,
right?
there I see it now.
That lightning just destroys
So
you.
to answer that question that we had of, wonder if it's, this fight is any more beefed up. The answer to that is a little bit.
Fire the pebbles! Say
She
hello,
didn't land for
pebbles.
very long that time. If we can get her to land for a while, I think we got a chance.
I keep
I mean-
dying right by where she's perching, so I just die as soon as I get back.
This is so crazy.
We gotta get it. We gotta do it.
So chaotic.
Oh, she's so
She's all-
close.
Guys, got it.
Oh my gosh.
So
He's
close.
gonna get it.
I'm so
Whoever kills
trying
the
to get to
dragon
my
owes
stuff.
everybody 10 diamonds.
Okay.
We did it!
My. Oh,
Yay,
I think it
it's
was
done.
destroyed. Oh man.
I'm
thank
floating.
God.
Why am I floating?
You're levitating? What the?
What happened? No, I missed it.
Ah,
It's a good thing we're over water. Oh,
It's still alive.
It's healing.
Oh my goodness. How?
Turns out you have to kill it twice.
Yeah.
Second time's harder.
Yeah.
it's got phases, just like every
Second
other
time
game
is whenever
boss.
the difficulty goes up.
wait.
She's healing
is that
up.
the dragon?
She's healing a lot.
What
I
the?
saw that from 15 blocks away.
She's healing a lot.
I thought she was dead.
I don't.
Need everyone on
there
the
it is.
towers.
Jeez!
I'm trying to go to the towers, but
Alright, hold me.
The water
God,
most of
I'm
them.
too busy holding myself.
Are all of the crystals back?
oh
Oh my gosh.
no,
A lot
not
of them.
all of them.
I thought I had her.
Makes
She,
you wonder.
yeah, I thought she looked dead too.
Oh.
Thanks, bro.
I think she
I-
technically gets down to 0, but then
Oh, I think
like,
I keep.
you have to do more damage.
Whoa!
It might not work. You put it like this.
There's no Enderman because there's spawn caps filled up with phantoms and blazes.
That's not good. Oh,
Whenever I play with swirl,
she's back up to a third or a quarter.
Okay.
I think we're done with towers.
Come on, dragon, land.
I know.
Yeah,
Could be worse.
Why is the dragon not coming over?
Oh boy,
I
that
have no idea.
sometimes
Sorry,
it
shoot
takes
me.
a while to perch.
The mob cat's reaching is ready, it can't come.
Does it have an adaptive AI? We make
There's
a
no
robot,
crystal.
right?
Yeah, I
You
got
got
it.
this for me?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah, she might
I'm gonna
not
try and
perch.
get it.
It's down.
Yeah, maybe not.
More cobble?
She looks actually stuck.
She
Yeah,
might
it
not
looks like
perch
it.
at this stage.
She's stuck.
Yep.
So yeah, I
It's
think
not
we got to
carried.
go to bows. I don't think she's gonna
There's
perch.
two more.
I'm sticking with the
No,
pebbles.
I think you're right.
Here she comes.
Oh wait, she's here.
All right.
Wow. Gosh.
Oh no, I'm getting hit. Oh no! Oh no! I'm getting withered. That was
Withered?
weird.
Did you
Yeah,
get
my
withered and
hearts were
levitate
black.
again?
My hearts were black.
Yeah, same.
Wow. I mean, she is way down. She's like at an
That's what
8 or
happened
something.
last
Oh my god.
We can do it, thing.
If
We
can
got
do
it. We're almost there. Look at that. Just a sliver. Uh-huh.
Oh, she's going crazy.
Oh god!
This again.
What happened to the wall?
That blew.
The wall got yeeted.
I think the dragon
my
yeeted the
God.
wall, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Again.
Hilarious.
It
This is
can't.
remarkable.
Ah. Okay.
Help it!
This
help
is.
it, help it.
I have to say though, this is so much
can't
better
right
than
now.
those dragon fights that take like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Is it?
How's it not dead?
It's,
Rick's
is
doing
it,
it.
how is
Oh,
it
it's
dead? It is. It is. It's a challenge. We need the challenge.
Yeah,
Yay!
Right goes the soul 10 diamonds.
You did it!
Now it's time to kill all the blazes.
As challenging as that was, though, I enjoyed that a whole lot more.
Oh wait,
than
that's
vanilla.
not.
that was really
mine.
fun, yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We were
I'd like
ready
to
to
see you
give
try and
up,
do it
but
on
I'm glad we
person,
did
mate.
persist.
I agree with
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely ready to give up.
And so in the end, I also found a set of wings somewhere. Yep, we went out afterward, raided the end cities, and I got myself a set of wings. So we are ready to go do even more exploring. Well, we don't have any gunpowder for rockets, because nobody's made a creeper farm. But other than that, we should be good to go. Now, one of the really cool things that this pack does is it makes it so that you don't have to give up your armor to wear elytra. We have all of these extra slots on your body for various things, and elytra will go in the cape slot right here. So there we go. We don't even have to give up the chest plate. I've got so many doodads, and it really helps out, but honestly, it gets a bit overwhelming visually. So I take a lot of them off when I do recording. Now, I showed the running shoes previously. They make you go faster. But we've also got these kitty slippers. Meow! They do something different but go into the same slot. Not only do they meow occasionally, especially when you jump and hurt yourself, but they also will negate a lot of fall damage. Additionally, there are all these rubber rings. The flamingo is probably the most useful, and you'll see people using it a lot of times. While being incredibly funny looking, it goes around your waist and really adds a lot of bulk to your character, don't you think? I've also got this farmer hat. There are several different hats, but this one is my favorite because it makes the villagers like you and gives you better prices when dealing with the villagers. But it looks a little funny underneath your regular helmet. I've worn it a few times, but yeah, I don't like the visualness of it. I mean, I do like that you can see these things, but they don't always work together well. Next up, I've got a totem of void undying, and if you fall into the void in the end, this will somehow save you. I've never used it, but I am glad to have it with me. It doesn't actually stop you from dying in the overworld, and when I wear it, it pops up right there in the middle of my chest. Right above it, you saw my cross necklace. There are a number of necklaces as well, but this one makes it so that once you get hit by something, you are invulnerable to any more hits for a short period of time. Now that's normal Minecraft mechanics, and this makes it so that you're invulnerable for an even longer period of time than what is normal. It makes a little cross show up on my chest on top of my chest plate. Another trinket that I wear are these feral spikes. These go into the glove slot right here on my hand, and they make me do more damage when I attack something. But again, it kind of clashes with my robes. Visually, it doesn't work out so well. Now I've got a couple little helpers here behind me. These are my pieces of luggage, and when I walk along, they will follow along behind me. See? They follow along behind me, and they pick up anything that I leave behind. Each one of them is a double chest worth of storage that will just, like I said, pick up everything that I leave behind. Super handy, especially for mining and exploring. But honestly, I need to give them some names. So what do you think? Help me out and offer up some name suggestions for my two pieces of luggage that follow me around. Breakbeat has one and she's called it Taxes, and I love it. I really want to name my two Death and Taxes because those are the only two things that you can never avoid and that always follow you around. But that's already taken, so my creativity is a little strained and I'm struggling. So maybe you can help me out. Give me some suggestions for my luggage names here. Another really nifty item that kind of is worn but doesn't really fill up a trinket slot is the glider. When you jump off something, you can just glide along, maybe as if you had elytra, but not quite as good. So I found one of these somewhere, and honestly, I've never really used it. Like I said, it doesn't really fit in a slot on your back. It's just there on your inventory bar, but it does show up on your character, and it looks pretty funny. Another thing that I've got that helps me out is this ring. It looks a little weird. It doesn't really look like a ring, but it's a ring of fire immunity. Very helpful for mining netherite in the nether, I will say. There are several rings that can be had, and I've only been able to craft that one. Oh, I was also able to craft a magnet, which can be really useful as well if I don't have my luggage following me around. Yep, as the name implies, it sucks everything toward me. All you gotta do is shift and right click and it turns it on. And now in my inventory it's a little glowy. Unlike Vault Hunters, this magnet doesn't have durability, and it just always works. So you only have to create it once, which is pretty darn amazing. These are a few of the fun things that modded adds for you and makes you overall more powerful. But that's enough of that. I think it's time to fulfill my promise of becoming a wizard and leaping into all of the wizardry and spellcasting stuff that we have in this pack. Now, when I first started out, I was collecting everything that looked magical, thinking that it was all part of the same mod, but it's not. There are several distinct magic mods in this pack. So I'm going to start with the easier one here, which is all of these wands and runes against the back wall. These are all from the Wizards mod pack. Well, Wizards is actually several mods. It's like Spell Engine and Runes and Wizards and a few other things. And that makes it hard to look up in the JEI when they're all from different mod pack names. The Wizards mod pack doesn't have any guidebooks in this listing here, nor does it have any quests in this magic section here either. So learning how to use this stuff is a little bit tricky in this pack. But regardless, we start off with these wands, and you can find these wands in loot chests around the world. Each type of wand uses the rune above it as a charge, so consider it like ammunition, like arrows for a bow. We start off with the novice wand here, which uses a fire rune. In order to use the wand, you point and hold, and it gives it a nice highlight. But yeah, 1.8 damage, that's not much better than a punch. In fact, a punch is only 1, so the novice wand is garbage. It's basically like punching. Get rid of it. The next 3 wands are all similar in power level. We've got the fire wand, which uses fire runes, the frost wand, which uses frost runes, and the arcane wand, which uses arcane runes. These other wands all function the same way, and actually do about the same damage. Just different types of damage. And with different animations. But that's also where the different kinds of robes come into play. Each kind of robe is also aligned to one of the damage types of these wands. The red is aligned to the fire damage. So when I wear my red robes and hit the target dummy, it does a lot more damage. 5.4 versus 1.8. And that's because all of these pieces of armor have a fire spell power attribute attached to them, plus 25% for a total of 100% additional spell power. For the fire spells anyway. So while I'm wearing my red robes, I still only do a minuscule amount of damage with the arcane wand, but the fire wand does a lot more. So all of this is kind of fun and interesting, but it's really based about combat. It's all about ranged damage, which is fine. I mean, the outfit looks great, but there's not a lot of flexibility to it. And as you wander the world, there are villagers that will sell you all the things that you need in order for this mod too. You know, the runes and wands and stuff that you can craft, but you can also buy pretty cheaply from the villagers. It's a lot easier to do that. And their top tier stuff is going to be the clothing and lastly the staffs, which we haven't talked about yet. Their villager workstation block is this rune crafting altar, which is pretty easy to make and which is where you make the runes if you wanted to make them. Crafting the runes themselves is also pretty cheap. Just some cobblestone and something else which represents the school of magic. So the frost wand takes snow or ice, the fire takes coal or blaze powder, and the arcane takes amethyst. And you notice that when you use the more powerful medium, you get more runes. Your big damage items, though, are going to be staves, arcane, frost, and fire, of course, representing the 3 schools of damage. But trying to use a staff with a rune isn't enough. When you look at it, it says it casts spells from the equipped spell book, which means you've got to also make a spell book. And you do that with this spellbinding table, which looks an awful lot like the enchanting table, and requires bookshelves around it like the enchanting table does. So looking at the UI, this is exactly like the enchanting table. The first thing you have to do is choose what kind of tome that you're looking for. Tome of Fire, Arcane, or Frost. When you start with a blank book. However, once you have a tome of the appropriate type, then you get different spells. Like Meteor is the level 30 spell. And Fire Breath is the level 20 spell. Pyromaniac. And so you have to have the appropriate spell book with the appropriate spells to go with the matching staff. And your spell book goes in a slot here as a trinket, so you don't actually have to carry it offhand. Now, once you do, you can trigger the spell. And now I just triggered the exact same fire spell that we got from the wand here. You notice which spell is selected in the lower corner down by my hotbar. By default, this is bound to the left Alt key, which you can change by scrolling your scroll wheel. So now with the Meteor spell, oh yeah, we do a little bit more damage. The Fire Breath spell is a lot like a flamethrower, doing a lot of damage over time and catching the target on fire. I kind of like that one. The other staves do similar things, but also slightly differently. Like the Frost Staff will create an ice shield around you as one of the spells, which is pretty cool. But the bottom line is, that's the extent of the spells in this pack. It's all about combat, specifically ranged combat, and it doesn't really do that much otherwise. Which is too bad, because I was really looking forward to being able to use all these wands and stuff. But I don't really think it's the right thing for me. When we look at the magic mods that it says here, I've already pointed out hex casting as one that I want to get into. But there's not a lot of quests here in the advancement tree. I've done Botania before, and I don't really consider that to be a magic mod. Bewitchment? Well, I really don't know anything about Bewitchment. And Spectrum? Well, I need to find the last geode. I need to find a topaz geode, and then I think more things get unlocked. But honestly, I don't really know much about Spectrum either. No, hex casting looks like it's the one that I want to focus on, and I've said that from the beginning. But it's also really complicated. I've been working on it a little bit in between episodes, and I'm still struggling to get my brain wrapped around it. But that's all going to have to wait till next episode because, unfortunately, we're all out of time already. Can you believe it? I mean, there's been a lot going on this server, you got to admit. But wow, an episode is full already. It happens far too often. But be that as it may, just remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.